In this tutorial, we're going to go ahead and do the Tiny MCE Advanced Plugin. So just log in. Let's see here. Let's change the zoom here. We're going to log in to our dashboard, go to Plugins, and we want to look for new plugins. So we add new. You can either upload them or you can search the WordPress community for them. So let's look for Tiny MCE. And that's just a WYSIWYG editor, and this should come up. We want this one here. When you're looking for a plugin, make sure that it has great reviews and that it has recent updates. If it's last updated years ago, it may be out of compliance, or it may be so outdated that it could be a security hazard. And then it will also usually tell you if it's compatible with your version of WordPress. If it's unsure in this area, you can sometimes contact the creator of that plugin to make sure. We'll just go ahead and install this now. Click Install Now and allow it to churn. Once it's installed, we activate it, which is really simple. Get rid of that there. Okay, so now we go to our plugins. We're here. Scroll on down, and we're going to look at the Tiny MCE Advanced. This allows you to have more options when you're developing the body of a page. So if you look at this, there's different tools to be able to affect the font and the body and the styling and all that stuff. So you can use buttons from down here. You don't need them all, but you can drag them up here. Like I like to have a horizontal rule. I know how to do it by code, but sometimes it's just nice to have it there. You can do insert, edit, image. Let's see here. And that usually connects to media. So let's take a look here. What else do we want? The toolbar toggles should be there, left to right. For a lot of these things, here, let's throw this underline up here too, right here, where it usually is. So we're kind of getting this to look like a Word control bar here. Don't need paste. You can put what you want up here. Sometimes I like background color behind text. Let's see here. Put that there. And we've got the alignments here. I don't usually use Justify for websites. So just go through these different ones and put the ones you want up there. I don't use find and replace within the editor. I usually use Control F for the browser. But you know, it's up to you. You can do what you want with that. Check all these out here. We don't necessarily need source code or code unless you're really into coding. You can always look at the text tab instead of the visual tab. Let's see here. Anything else that we want? Toolbar toggle just allows you to allow the toolbar to be full, or it'll kind of open and close the layers of the toolbar. Looks like we got everything we need here. Font family, font sizes. This is one that's missing from the regular WYSIWYG editors, font sizes, so you can actually use point fonts instead of paragraph and heading 1, H2, H3 different tags. You can actually make a font size, inline font size. Non-breaking space. Let's see here. Everything looks good. Let's make sure that all these are set to on down here. We can save the changes. I want to make sure that the font color is here too, and I don't see it, but we'll check it out here to see if it is once we set it up. So hit Save Changes. Now, when we go to create a page, sometimes I'll just do a test page. I'll open it in a new tab so I can keep this tab open, and then the visual here will show up here, and here's the toggle, which opens and closes the additional rows on the WYSIWYG editor. So don't forget that this allows you to see more. Some people will get here and they're like, I can't find different tools, but if you just remember this is here, then you can. So here we go. There's our text color. So what's cool about this is I'm going to move this up here. So I'm going to go back here, and in my settings for the WYSIWYG Advanced Plugin, I think this is it here. Yeah, we'll move this over here. So we've got text color next to the text. We'll save the changes. We'll go back here and we'll refresh this editor page, and it should pop up here. There we go, and it's right there. So now we're able to manipulate the text color within any part of anywhere this shows up in the body of a web page. We can do background color. This is text color. This is background color, which means changes the color behind the text. And we have a third row here, so we got to pull one down. So we don't want that. We'll probably put this up here and move. Let's see, what can we move? Don't necessarily need block quotes at the top. This is full screen. That just does this, brings the screen out. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and move these block quotes below so that the toggle is above. So we'll go here, take the block quotes. Don't necessarily need those. Up top, save the changes. Hopefully that will keep it to 2 rows. We don't need 3 rows of tools. Let's see what happens. And there we go. Now we've got 2 rows of WYSIWYG tools. WYSIWYG just means what you see is what you get. So there we have it, and we're all set with the advanced Tiny MCE tools, so we can have more control over our font and text and things like that within creating web pages.